Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with sort of a surprise today's special. By surprise today's special, I'm talking about a product that was intended to be our monthly special in July. It had been our monthly special last July. It was our largest monthly special ever. And I guess because of that, we had a number of requests, lots of requests, that we make it a Today special, which we're doing this weekend. We're doing Saturday evening and throughout the day on Sunday. And or this evening when you watch this later on at midnight, it will be airing. But our Today special, obviously, you can see from the graphic on the screen, is our Phytoceramide product. It's a product that was only introduced a couple of years ago. It's a new product. It's a product that we waited to get all the scientific verification and validation before we brought it to market because it was something that sounded almost too good to be true. And when I speak about what the product can do, and you can see from the graphic on the screen, it effectively is the way your body naturally moisturizes our skin. Obviously, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, our bodies managed to moisturize our skin long before anyone contemplated finding a skin moisturizer. Our skin has very well-developed systems for maintaining the moisture in our body, partly for protective reasons, because our hydration is what keeps us alive. Our body is over 80% water, 80% moisture, so we have to be able to retain that moisture, not just for the beauty of our skin, but for our very survival. So because we had so many requests for this as a Today's special, in having been the monthly special last year and being planned the monthly special, and being that I was going to be on the East Coast, we decided to do this brief special visit with our Phytoceramide product as the Today special. And of course, with the Today special comes the best pricing we've ever had on this product. The ingredient is very expensive. We give extremely high potency. We also add foundational levels of biotin. We add 500 micrograms of biotin to each capsule. The reason why we do this, biotin is the key ingredient for the health of our skin, the health of our nails, the health of our hair. And these when we talk about phytoceramides, we're talking about a class of molecules that are sphingolipids. You might remember me talking about sphingomyelin, which is a related compound that's essential for our brain. But these sphingolipids play the most critical and essential role in retaining moisture in our skin. And also, when we see disruptions of normal, healthy skin, we're generally seeing disruptions in the barrier properties of the skin. Because remember, that's the skin's primary role. The skin's primary role is its barrier function. And when we disrupt that barrier function, principally in the stratum corneum, that layer of skin, when that barrier function is disrupted, we're generally seeing disruptions and changes in the levels of ceramides in the skin. Our product is called Phytoceramides because rather than deriving these ceramides from animals, these exact molecules, the same exact molecules we find in our skin, are instead derived from plants. Plant meaning phyto, ceramides being the vital molecule that's involved with the internal moisturization system of our skin. And as I said before, you don't have to look very far if you look at disruptions in the ceramide metabolism of our skin to see the typical skin problems we all want to avoid. So maintaining healthy ceramide levels in our skin and the phytoceramides in our product have been proven to be directed to the skin. They're absorbed and they're delivered to the sites where they deliver their benefits. I think beyond the simple moisturization properties it delivers to the skin, it's also fascinating to read the research where they talk about the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, which is one of the manifestations of skin not being adequately hydrated. So when we're talking about phytoceramides, we're delivering the intelligent way, we're delivering a benefit that we all seek. Just recently, I was reading dozens of articles about skin moisturization. And even with skin moisturization, there's a lot of talk and a lot of ingredients, but there really isn't a lot of science that clearly speaks to the benefits we receive. I mean, there are products that are, in fact, when they talk about moisturization, when they get technical, and I'll probably misquote this because it's been a while since I read it, but I think there's 3 properties they talk about with skin moisturization. They talk about humectancy, which is basically the ability of moisture to be delivered to the stratum corneum. Then they talk about occlusive barriers. That's like putting Vaseline on your skin. Those occlusive barriers block moisture from leaving the skin. They also stop the skin from breathing effectively. And then there's another barrier, the third one, emolliency. And emolliency is kind of the texturizing that we feel when we put sort of oil on our skin and things like that. And there are all sorts of ingredients with all sorts of benefits ascribed, and I'm not sure if anything really expensive works any better than the basic products that were out even 20, 30, 40 years ago. And this from reading the science. And as much as phytoceramides delivered internally has wonderful research, as much as the ceramides in your skin, there's sort of a lamellar layer, a layer that's a very well-organized layer that's part of the moisture trapping, the barrier properties of our skin. And the phytoceramides, the ceramides, are the key molecule that delivers that moisture retaining, that humectancy that we all seek from a moisturizer, which most moisturizers really don't deliver effectively. But simply looking at the research on the delivery of ceramides topically, what I found in the science and the literature that there's no product that effectively delivers these ceramides to the stratum corneum. In fact, when I was reading the research in Science, they used things like ordinary sunflower oil as a carrier. And what they found is that the sunflower oil did deliver its benefits to some degree to the stratum corneum, whereas the ceramides did not effectively penetrate to the stratum corneum, that vital part of our epidermis that's going to be delivering to us the benefits that we might seek from a moisturizer. So sadly, as important as ceramides are when integrated into as part of our skin in terms of moisturization, in terms of healthy skin and avoiding skin problems, in terms of avoiding to some degree wrinkling, as important as they are to the internal structure and moisturization of our skin, slathering them on topically is not delivering their benefits. Might be a bit of an extreme analogy. It's kind of like slathering calcium on your skin and somehow expecting that it's going to deliver its benefits to your bones. It's about the same level of success, I would imagine, but the science I read, unless someone has delivered some kind of transdermal transferring compound to put these phytoceramides into, and then I wonder what that compound is, I'm not aware of ceramides being effectively delivered to your skin. So again, there's no arguing, there's no avoiding the fact that ceramides are a critical part of the normal moisturization system of our skin. And mind you, when you're talking about ceramides, the other molecules that are involved in the moisturizing of our skin, whether because they're present in the cell membranes or the layers that are involved in keeping and retaining the moisture, or whether it's because they're secreted by our cells to keep the moisture and serve a role when our body secretes oils, it's a little bit of a natural occlusive barrier, sort of like the Vaseline I was talking about differently, which is a very harsh occlusive, meaning blocking, occlusive barrier. So there are things like cholesterol. We don't want it too high in our blood. We need cholesterol to make all of our principal hormones. Cholesterol is a critical component in our brain and nervous system. Cholesterol is also a vital component of our skin's natural moisture retaining system. Again, a natural moisturizer. So whether it's ceramides or cholesterol or fatty acids like our omega-3 fatty acids, which will be our monthly special. It was our Today Special in April, and I often hear complaints that after we do our Today Special for omega-3 and Ultimate Eye in April, we make it go away. And I guess that was not really carefully thought out by me, because in our Today Special, not everyone got a chance to buy it. And certainly as a monthly special, its pricing is not as good as it was as a Today Special in April, and it'll be a Today Special again next April, but given its relationship to healthy hair, skin, and nails, and marine collagen peptides, and the health of our beautiful, radiant skin, our omega-3s will be the monthly special in July, as will Ultimate Eye. And we'll start them this weekend, so everyone will get a look at them in advance. But the reason why I raise the omega-3s, because again, that's part of the moisture retaining system and the moisturizing system of our skin. But if you want to look at the key molecule, as I talk about the key molecule for energy production being CoQ10, when you're looking at the key molecule for the moisturizing system of our skin, we're talking about ceramides. And again, the best choice for ceramides, the most heavily researched source of ceramides, is our source of ceramides. As I always say, I follow the research. A lot of companies They might look at the research. Most of them probably don't. They simply look at what's selling. But I look at the research, and then most companies, they look for the cheapest source of the material that they could potentially ascribe or claim those benefits, even though the material might not be exactly the same as the material that had those benefits in the science. We see that all the time with B12. We see it all the time with things like glucosamine, where the wrong form of glucosamine is frequently sold. You could see the same thing with ceramides. So we went directly to the source of the material. The research that got me excited, how unethical would it be if I then sought a source of material other than the material that was the subject of the research that supported and the science that supported the creation of this product. So when you get this product, you get to rely on and trust the science on ceramides. You can go to the National Research Database and just type in ceramides, CERAMIDE, and type that in and look at all the research. You could type it in just in a Google search, and you'll see all the research and papers that come up and talk about the vital role they play in healthy skin, and the fact that supplementing ceramides has been shown to integrate those ceramides into your skin. So it's an opportunity to make a difference where we spend, I'm sure, billions of dollars on moisture-related topical products. The best things we can do is adequately hydrate. And I emphasize this to my mom all the time, because as we get older, sometimes our bladder function or our bladder capacity, or it just is not what it used to be. So we drink less, so we're less hydrated. How do you think your skin can possibly remain hydrated? Keeping, whether once fluid's in your bladder, it's leaving your body. And just simply cutting back on the fluid in your body because you don't want to more frequently use the bathroom isn't going to keep your skin any better moisturized. The only way you retain that moisture and have that healthy moisture for your skin is by hydrating your body, drinking it. It's not by slathering on topicals. Certainly, they can have the properties I talked about before, and the fancy, very expensive ones aren't necessarily any more effective in the research I read than some of the more simple, straightforward ones that use water with emulsifiers and botanical oils, natural ingredients, and things like that. I know I'm always asked to make a moisturizer. Maybe one day in the future we'll do that, but it's not presently in the cards. But again, the most important thing, hydrate adequately, make sure we have healthy fats in our diet. And ceramides, they're critical for skin moisture. We need to make sure that those ceramides that we get are the proper form, follow the science, and deliver the benefits. But as I was saying before, simply do a Google search, type in ceramides, and you'll learn about the critical importance that they play in terms of moisturization, more important than fatty acids and cholesterol. And those ingredients are indispensable in terms of our skin. And I wonder if whether we're doing all these things to lower our cholesterol levels and take medications to lower cholesterol levels, does that in fact affect the cholesterol that's available for other healthy purposes, whether it's for our brain, for creation of hormones, or for creation of the systems that retain the moisture in our skin. But again, ceramides, they're healthy molecules, they're critical molecules. We get them from a natural plant source. We follow the science and the research. And today is by far the best price we've ever had on this product. It comes with free shipping and handling. If you really want to deliver all the benefits to your skin, we also deliver 500 micrograms of biotin. I was starting to say before, when we did our original Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nail product over 20 years ago, 2 capsules delivered 500 micrograms. So you're getting that same level in each capsule of phytoceramides, this is just 1 capsule a day. 1 or 2 capsules a day is all you need to take of this product. And our new Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, it's a special formula for this Today Special, 5,000 micrograms of biotin, of our special, unique, highly bioavailable biotin. And of course, we'll also have our Ultimate Eye, which lutein and zeaxanthin are carotenoids that offer not just protection against UV radiation in your eyes, but could also do the same in terms of our skin. But we'll talk about that. So we're kicking off our July Beauty Month a little early in June. It gives you an opportunity to reorder all your favorite products at special purchase pricing. And we're kicking off the Today Special for Beauty Month, the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, and the ultimate, and the marine collagen peptides, the Today Specials in July, and the monthly specials for July. We're kicking them off in advance just for the next couple of days. Then they go away until July. So just for the next couple of days, you'll be able to order the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails in advance at today's special pricing. The same with the marine collagen peptides. We'll talk about that for skin. We'll talk about that for joints. And also the monthly specials, our omega-3 and our Ultimate Eye. Not quite today's special pricing, but the best pricing that you'll see until April next year when they come back at today's special in almost a year away. So I hope that wasn't too complicated and confusing. I hope you understand the science of ceramides a little more, and maybe I made you curious so that you'll do a little online research and learn a little bit more about these remarkable molecules and the role they play for keeping our skin moist, the only logical, common sense way from the inside out. That's why our Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails and our marine collagen peptides are so well reviewed, because our skin is manufactured and created from the inside out. And that is the only opportunity we have to truly make a difference is from the inside, whether it's adequately hydrating ourselves, making sure we have essential fatty acids in our diet, or delivering the ceramides, the most critical moisture-sustaining molecule in healthy skin. So I hope that summed it all up for you, and I look forward to seeing you later.